And she's here now. Would you please welcome Rebecca Black? Hi! And we should be clear, here in real life, this is not the metaverse.
This is not, thank God. Thank God. Yeah, I'm just as lost as you are.
Do you get invited on shows on Fridays regularly? Is this like the thing?
I mean, I do exist on other days of the week. So I'm actually playing here in Melbourne tomorrow, which is not a Friday, but sometimes I do. I mean, I will say that song does go the hardest out of any of my songs.
So tomorrow night you'd be like, yesterday.
No, it's like, you've entered the room, it's Friday. I don't care if it's Tuesday, I don't care what it's, you know.
Good day to get stuck in, though. Like, of all the days, if you're sitting around going, Tuesday, half-price movies, you know, it's not the same kind of style.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take that.
Now, while you're here in Australia, you're speaking at that conference, as we heard, called Big Sound, which is where people in the music industry talk about their experiences in the music industry, which for you, I'm sure a large part of that is that song. What are your feelings about that song now, all these years on?
Oh my gosh, I mean, it's been almost 12 years since that song came out. I was a 13-year-old when that song came out, and that was such a... What that song meant before it, you know, became what it was just a moment for me as a child to try to explore something. I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to do something like this and make a music video with my friends, and then it became what it was. And I mean, it's taught me so much about myself, and it obviously wasn't the easiest thing to go through as a teenager, being like at the forefront of the internet.
Because that song absolutely exploded. You were completely unknown. And I know that you got trolled pretty badly. What does that do to a 13-year-old girl?
So crazy. Trolled. I mean, yeah, as a child, no person, no child is ever equipped to deal with that many opinions and thoughts about who you are and what you're supposed to do, and especially when it's something so light and for fun, to be so ostracized. I mean, I think it's something I talked about the last time I was here. It's crazy to think that the internet would get so worked up over something that was so whatever. You know, and I get it. On the other hand, too, like, we're all looking for things that are fun and interesting. But it taught me a lot about learning how to believe in myself when it felt like the rest of the world didn't, and giving myself the right to continue to do something I loved.
And so has that strength helped you? Because clearly you've transformed physically, but it'd be weird if you hadn't. I mean, you were 13.
It would be very weird.
Yeah. But and you've clearly worked on that. But you've also really transformed your sound. And was that really important to you?
Of course. I mean, I knew nothing. It was that song becoming what it was like imagining if every of your favorite iconic bands, not to compare myself to that, but imagining if you heard their first ever song and that was how they were judged for the rest of their lives. You know, that was just like an experiment. So evolving my sound was more so just like finding who I was for the first time. And I'm finally, you know, at that place, being 25 now, not 13. It'd be definitely weird if I was doing the same thing. Yeah.
And you've also dealt with sexuality issues. Is this correct? Or
I mean, I'm a gay person.
Yes, sorry. I could have. I didn't know how to ask it. Did that take a lot of courage to come out? Or
I mean, of course. It's something that within my generation is so different, and I think the experience of coming out, I was so lucky to come out in a time where I was so accepted and so celebrated, and it's something a lot of my fans and I share, an experience at least that we share. But at the same time, I mean, we're still in a world where even the city that I come from isn't known for necessarily being like super accepting and liberal towards queer people or gay people, and the list goes on. But I just feel really fortunate to have the opportunity to speak on something that will hopefully help other children and people everywhere.
It's amazing to see life going so great for you, and to have you back in the country. You can head to our website for info on how to catch Rebecca at Big Sound or her Aussie shows as well. Would you please thank Rebecca Black?